watching Waterbury High School basketball replay presented by Waterbury High School Sports on channel 16 and 96.
Hello and welcome to the Crosby Palace here at Waterbury for another edition of Waterbury High School Sports basketball replay on channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. It is our second game today of the Naugatuck Valley League tournament. We recently saw the Crosby Bulldogs pull off a victory over the Holy Cross Crusaders. Now it's the other team from Waterbury that we're focusing on here on channel 16 and 96. The Kennedy Eagles will be squaring off against the Ansonia Chargers. Both teams coming in this game tied at 13-7, and with a tiebreaker going to the Kennedy Eagles. Obviously, they are the 4th seed, so they're technically the home team today. Two teams that are going to be very good for the Kennedy Eagles. You obviously are looking at number 20, Don Jarrett, leading scorer for this team, over 1,000 points in his career. And for, Ansonia, they just got to do a job and try to shut down Don Jarrett. I was looking at the teams during the warm-ups, and it seems like a couple people are missing. I have not seen Daryl Flowers out there suited up for the Kennedy Eagles. I'm not sure if he is in the game or not. We'll see when they get to the opening announcements here. And if he's playing, he's playing, and he'll be a great help for the Kennedy Eagles. If not, we'll see how things go. Let's head down to the court where we'll get our opening announcements here on Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay, channel 16 and 96.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Crosby High School Gymnasium for this afternoon's 2015 NVL Boys Basketball Tournament quarterfinal matchup between the number 5 seed Chargers of Ansonia and the number 4 seed Eagles of Kennedy. We'd like to remind all spectators that the CIAC and NVL requires us to maintain high standards of courtesy, fair play, and sportsmanship. Anyone not abiding by these rules will be removed from the gymnasium. And on the starting lineups, first for the number 5 seed Chargers of Ansonia. Number 11, Kiwan Gordon. Number 3, Tajik Bagley. Number 5, Jaquan McKnight. Number 15, Christian Klassen. And number 14, Angel Ferrero. Ansonia is coached by Shane Kingsley. And now for the number 4 seed Eagles of Kennedy. Number 41, Lorenzo Benjamin. Number 40, Xavier Saunders. Number 32, Chamari Joseph. Number 24, Tyvon Stenson. And number 20, Don Jarrett. Kennedy is coached by Ryan Sullivan.
And as you could tell from the opening announcements, Daryl Flowers will not be in the starting lineup. Neither is Jay McKnight, the point guard for the Kennedy Eagles throughout most of the season. And he also another player, number 5, that was on the Kennedy Eagles. Someone else wearing the number 5 jersey and someone else wearing the number 10 jersey. We'll see if we can get those names in a minute for you if they come into the game. But the starting lineups, if you missed them, we'll start with the Ansonia Chargers coming in. The number 5 seed, 13-7. Number 3, Tajik Bagley. Jaquan McKnight, number 5. Kiwan Gordon, number 11. Angel Falero, number 13. And Christian Clace, number 15. Xavier Saunders in for the tip-off, number 40 for the Kennedy Eagles. Lorenzo Benjamin, the point guard, number 41. And it is won by Clace as we start here. And the pass going to Bagley. Tyvon Stenson, Chamani Joseph, and Don Jarrett wrapping around the Kennedy Eagles starting lineup. Shot put up, no good. And it's rebounded eventually by Clace. Ball goes out of bounds, and we'll go to Kennedy.
Kennedy ball.
Stenson will bring it up for the Kennedy Eagles, which it seems like they are missing Jay McKnight and Daryl Flowers today. Benjamin going down to Stenson and good for 2. Excuse me, that was Jamani Joseph with the 2 points there. Hand it off to McKnight. McKnight drive shot blocked by Xavier Saunders. Going the other way quickly, it's Don Jarrett trying to go coast to coast. Finger rolls off the rim, but a foul is called, so Don Jarrett will go to the line shooting 2. Again, Don Jarrett, earlier in the season, surpassed the 1,000-point plateau. He'll go to the line shooting 2. First free throw is good. Second free throw good as well. Nice pass underneath. And a foul called as Jaquan McKnight will go to the line shooting 2.
Kennedy fouls on number 32, Jamar Joseph. His first, team's first.
Joseph called with the foul.
2 shots.
Jaquan McKnight will go to the line shooting 2. Misses the first. Second free throw is good as well. Or excuse me, the second was good, the first was not. So 1 of 2 for McKnight.
Ansonia substitution, number 23, Tyler Bailey.
Number 23, Tyler Bagley comes into the game. Don Jarrett with a finger roll, good for 2. Bagley kicking it out to McKnight. McKnight stops his dribble, goes to the right side. That's Bagley. Pass to the right side. McKnight guarded by Don Jarrett. McKnight trying to loft it underneath, and it's intercepted by Chamani Joseph. Stenson will slow things down and bring it up. Passing to Lorenzo Benjamin. Back to Stenson. Back to Benjamin. Benjamin puts up a shot that's blocked. Picked up by Chamani Joseph, and he puts it in for 2.
Chamani Joseph.
Eight to 1. Kennedy leads under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Shot brought up, no good. Rebound, putback is good.
That was Angel Falero.
Angel Falero picks up the first field goal for the Ansonia Chargers. Don Jarrett with the ball now. Pick set by Saunders, but then the pass goes to Stenson. Back to Don Jarrett. Jarrett. Pass underneath to Joseph. Spins. Kicks it back out to Don Jarrett. Jarrett behind the back dribble there, then passes to his right. Stenson in the corner. Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin back to Stenson. Stenson trying to pass behind him. It goes into the hands of the Chargers defender. Brought up. And that was Bagley with the steal. And the foul going to Lorenzo Benjamin.
And he fouls on number 41, Lorenzo Benjamin, his first, team second.
Christian Clace comes back in.
Christian Clace.
Shot up, no good. Rebounded underneath. Putback is no good, and a foul is called underneath. So it'll be Angel Falero going to the line shooting 2.
Kennedy fouls on number 40, Xavier Saunders, his first, team's third.
Saunders with the foul. First is good. Second free throw no good, and rebounded by Stenson. Passed over to Saunders, now to Don Jarrett. Jarrett will pass it back to Stenson. 4:37 to go. Kennedy leads 8-4 in the first quarter. Don Jarrett will pass to the right side. That's Stenson, puts up a three off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Saunders. Kick back to Stenson. Stenson double team, needs to find someone. Trying to get Don Jarrett, and it's tipped and intercepted. McKnight with the ball. McKnight, nice move there, and he puts it in for two.
Jaquan McKnight.
Lorenzo Benjamin, pass over to Don Jarrett. Jarrett puts up a shot. It's blocked. The foul is called. Almost went in, but a foul will be on Kwan Gordon.
It's only a foul on number 11, Kwan Gordon. His first, team second. Don Jarrett at the line, 2 shots.
Don Jarrett's second trip to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 so far. Make that 3 for 3. Victor Sampson making his first appearance in the Naugatuck Valley League tournament this year. In for Xavier Saunders. Second free throw good. So Don Jarrett goes 4 for 4. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. 10-6, the Kennedy Eagles lead. Shot no good. Rebounded by Sampson as we're going the other way. Stenson to Jarrett. Thinks about the shot. Fakes it, drives. Shot off the glass. It's good for 2.
Jarrett.
And Bagley will bring it up for Ansonia, handing it off. And to the top of the key, McKnight puts up a 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded underneath by Ansonia. Jump ball, possession arrow going to Kennedy.
Possession, Kennedy.
Three minutes to go in the first. 6-point lead for Kennedy. Lorenzo Benjamin now going to Stenson. And he kicks it back to Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin over to Stenson. Stenson to Don Jarrett. Puts up an NBA size 3. It's good.
3. Don Jarrett.
Timeout called by Ansonia with 2:50 to go in the first. Kennedy leads 15-6. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16.
Team's third.
Oh, they're calling a foul, actually. I thought there was a timeout called there. My apologies. The foul was on number 13, Angel Falero. Now, after the three-pointer, they're going to call it an offensive foul, so the Eagles get the ball back. Jarrett underneath to Chamani Joseph, no good. Trying to get his own rebound, but a foul against Kennedy. And that one will be on Joseph.
Kennedy fouls on number 32, Chamari Joseph, his second team score.
And Saunders comes back into the game for Joseph.
Number 40, Xavier Saunders.
2:38 to go in the first. Over to Bagley, fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Ansonia, that was class. And now Bagley with the ball as he retreats and resets the offense. 2:15 to go in the first. Kicked out. Shot put up just in front of the foul line, no good. Rebounded, put back up, no good. And it's rebounded by Saunders, almost stripped away from him. Jump ball. Possession arrow to Ansonia.
Ansonia.
Some extracurricular activities going on, and the refs trying to break it up.
Ansonia substitution, number 23, Tyler Bailey.
Tyler Bailey re-enters the game for Ansonia. 2:01 to go in the first. Kennedy leading 15-6 here at the Crosby Palace. Shot put up for three is no good. Rebounded by number 11, that's Gordon. Gordon back to McKnight. Whistle blown. It's an offensive foul away from the ball. Falero will be charged with the foul. Now a timeout is called.
Timeout, Ansonia.
Ansonia calls the timeout with 1:51 to go in the first. 15-6. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on channel 16 and 96.
From the front driveway leading up to the school or the surrounding circle around the front entrance, please do so immediately. Your car will be towed.
.151 to go in the first. Kennedy leads 15-6. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. Don Jarrett with a very strong start right now, already with 11 points. Here with 2 minutes to go in the first. Or just under 2 minutes to go in the first. As Stenson brings it up and passes over to his right to Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin goes around the pick set by Victor Sampson. Drives the baseline off the glass and good for two.
That is Lorenzo Benjamin.
Bagley will bring it up for Ansonia in the last 90 seconds of this first quarter. Lorenzo Benjamin goes in to guard him. Pass over to the right side. That's McKnight on top of the key, guarded by Don Jarrett. McKnight going back and forth and now retreats. Pick set there and goes around. McKnight takes a jumper. No good. Rebounded underneath by, it looked like Kennedy eventually. It's a jump ball going to Kennedy.
Possession, Kennedy.
.103 to go in the first. Don Jarrett inbounds to Stenson. Now back to Don Jarrett. Jarrett will bring it up. And we're at the final minute of the first. Jarrett will slow things down. Someone comes off the Ansonia bench, ready to be subbed in. Jarrett trying to work off McKnight. He doesn't, loses the ball. And a foul will be on Jarrett.
And he fouls on number 20, Don Jarrett. His first, team's fifth.
Team's fifth foul there on Jarrett's first.
Demetrius Robinson.
Demetrius Robinson is the man that enters the game for Ansonia. Bagley with 36 seconds to go in the first. Passing overneath to Clace. Shot waved off as the foul was on the floor. That one will be on Xavier Saunders. And a couple of players come off the Eagles bench and will be subbed in. It's Tyler Saunders and Damani James.
His second, team sixth.
Inbound pass to Cleese. Shakes off Victor Sampson and puts it in for two. Benjamin holds on to the ball. Has not started his dribble yet. Now starts it. 20 seconds to go in the first. Tries to shake off a defender. Foul called. That one's going to be on Robinson.
And so he fouls on number 34, Demetrius Robinson. His first, team's fifth.
Inbound pass almost goes back court. Saving it there is Damani James and then passes over to Don Jarrett, who's in the corner, goes over to Victor Sampson. 10 seconds to go in the first. Damani James, nice back around the back dribble, drives with 5 seconds. It spins, no good. Rebounded by Ansonia, 2 seconds left. Doesn't get the shot off, and the basket will not count. So we end the first quarter with a Kennedy lead. They lead 17-8. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. After the first quarter of play, the Kennedy Eagles lead 17-8. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. The Ansonia Chargers will start things off here. Earlier today, we saw the Crosby Bulldogs beat the Holy Cross Crusaders, and then Naugatuck High School beating St. Paul in a close game. Shot put up for 3, no good. Victor Sampson gets the rebound. So we already know one half of the semifinals. Who will be in the second half of the semifinals? The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of the Sacred Heart Hearts and Watertown High School game. Putback is good after the missed shot for 3. It's Damani James getting the 2-pointer. 19-8. 7.5 to go in the second. Bounce pass to the right side. It's Tajik Bagley over to McKnight. Shot put up for 3 is good. That was a rainbow shot. Damani James goes against the pick set by Tyler Saunders. Now passes to Don Jarrett. Victor Sampson sets a pick, and Don Jarrett goes around it. Shot put up for 3, wide open. It's good. Damani James.
Damani James.
Damani James hits the 3-pointer. Now an 11-point lead. 6:48 to go in the second. As Bagley will bring it up for Ansonia. Pass to the right side. Bounce pass underneath. Kick back out. Shot put up for 3. Demarius Robinson, no good. And it's rebounded going the other way. Nice move, and Damani James finger rolls it in for 2. Give him 7 points in this first half. Ansonia quickly coming back and across the half-court line. McKnight now with the ball. Wide open. Thinks about shooting, but drives the baseline instead. Draws a foul as he goes hard to the ground.
Kennedy fouls on number 52, Tyler Saunders, his first, team 7th.
Saunders is charged with the foul.
2 shots.
Bagley will go to the line, shooting 2. Misses the first. Second free throw is good. So that's Tajik Bagley's first point of the game, as the Chargers are trailing by 12 with 6 minutes to go in the second. Pass tipped, goes right into the hands of Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin lofts it up, and it rims out, no good. Classe picks up the rebound, and it's going the other way. Shot put up, no good. Air balls right out of bounds. Bagley, the man taking the shot there.
Kennedy substitution, number 21, Khalil Gaskins.
Khalil Gaskins comes in for the first time today for the Kennedy Eagles. Don Jarrett trying to go against the double team, does so, and Victor Sampson is called for the travel as he was receiving the ball from Khalil Gaskins. Took too many stutter steps as he was trying to stop there. 5:38. Now the clock reads in the second quarter. Jay McKnight now circles around, goes out of bounds off of Don Jarrett's hands. Demetrius Robinson passes to number 3, that's Bagley. Bagley in the corner to Robinson. Shot put up for 3 is no good. And a foul on the rebound there. It looks like Don Jarrett. Oh, it's an offensive foul on Ansonia. My apologies. Tyler Bailey will be called with the offensive foul.
Ansonia substitution, number 11, Keewan Gordon.
Damani James will bring it up for the Kennedy Eagles. And you might see on the bottom of your screen right now, shot waved off, a travel against Kennedy. But as you see possibly on the bottom of your screen, the St. Paul Falcons, as they just lost to Naugatuck. Though Naugatuck will face Crosby at Wilby High School this coming Monday, weather pending. Pass goes around, and now eventually going to Kewan Gordon. It's good for 2.
Kewan Gordon.
Kennedy Eagles, if they do win this game, right now they do lead by 10 with 4:40 to go in the second. Still plenty of basketball left, though. But if they win, they'll face the winner of the Sacred Heart Hearts Watertown game. Ball underneath eventually goes to Tyler Saunders off the glass for 2.
That was Tyler Saunders.
Pass in the corner, Gordon. Pick set there, and he passes over to number 3, Tajik Bagley. Now around. Back to Gordon. Gordon passes to the right side. McKnight puts up a shot for 3. No good. Don Jarrett was there to put a hand on his face. That's Jones. Shot no good. Rebounded underneath by Classe. Trying to save it out of bounds, but it's overthrown. That was Tyler Bailey attempting to save it there for Ansonia.
And the substitution, number 41, Lorenzo Benjamin.
Lorenzo Benjamin re-enters the game. Kennedy gets the ball back, leading by 12, under 4 minutes to go in the second. Nice move there by number 25, Damani James. Now passing over to Lorenzo Benjamin, to Victor Sampson, now to Don Jarrett. Don Jarrett puts up a 3, rims out, and it's picked up by Bagley. 3.5 to go. Don Jarrett had a good look there, taking the NBA size 3, not afraid to take those shots. McKnight goes cross court to Gordon. 2-3 zone applied by Kennedy. Driving is Bagley, going underneath it. It's intercepted to Don Jarrett. Jarrett trying to go coast to coast, goes through the defense. Foul on the floor. McKnight wondering what the call was. Bagley will be charged with the foul.
An intentional foul has been called on Ansonia, number 3, Tajik Bagley.
They're going to call it an intentional foul. That's the team's 7th foul, but Don Jarrett will go to the line.
Don Jarrett at the line, 2 shots.
He's 4 for 4 so far. Misses the first. And misses the second.
Kennedy substitution.
May have rushed that a little bit there. You can kind of see in his delivery that he rushed that one.
Robinson.
Both teams in the bonus now, as both teams have committed 7 fouls. Benjamin takes a quick 3 off the inbound, no good. And we have a foul. That one is going to be on Tyler Saunders, and it goes the other way.
And he fouls on number 52, Tyler Saunders, his second, team's 8th.
And it will be a 1-and-1 there. So Tyler Bailey will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1.
Tyler Bailey at the line, 1-and-1.
Bailey hits the first, so he'll get a second. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of fouls called, but as the scoreboard says, 15 total fouls between the two. This game going awfully fast as the Kennedy Eagles leading by 10, 3 minutes to go in the second. Lorenzo Benjamin with the ball. Passing over to Tyler Saunders. Saunders with a hand in his face. Call for the travel. It's going the other way. So Tyler Saunders with 2 big mistakes causing turnovers. A foul on the last a foul the last one, and then this one he travels. Victor Sampson will come in for Tyler Saunders as he takes a break. Gordon passing to McKnight. Thinks about the three, but drives instead. Underneath shot, no good. Tip in, no good. And eventually Lorenzo Benjamin has it, then stolen by Gordon. Gordon drives the baseline. Shot blocked by Sampson. Rebounded by Damani James. Going the other way. James drives and one.
That was Damani James. Ansonia fouls on number 23, Tyler Bailey, his second team's 8. Damani James at the line, one shot.
Misses, and it's rebounded by Gordon. Whistle blown.
And he fouls on number 21, Khalil Gaskins.
Khalil Gaskins charged with the foul. That's the team's ninth, so McKnight going to the line for a 1-and-1.
Jaquan McKnight at the line, 1-and-1.
Hits the first, so he'll get a second. Misses the second, and Victor Sampson is there for the rebound. Damani James over to Lorenzo Benjamin, now to Victor Sampson. Don Jarrett's open, now drives, puts up a jumper right in front of the three-point line. It's good as he falls to the ground. 2:03 to go now in the second. McKnight to Gordon. Gordon in the corner. Over to number 23, that's Tyler Bailey. Now to McKnight. Under 2 minutes to go. 30-17 the score. Kennedy leads. Bounce pass to the corner to Gordon. Gordon going cross court does to McKnight. McKnight in front of a 2-3 zone, trying to get to Class A. Kicks it out to Robinson. Puts up a jumper. No good. Rebounded by Don Jarrett. Quick ball movement is how you beat that 2-3 zone. They got the quick ball movement there. Found Robinson, but he just couldn't hit the shot. Bounce pass to Lorenzo Benjamin. Nice move there underneath to Victor Sampson. Misses the shot. Able to get his own rebound. Stops, spins, shot, no good. Rebounded underneath by number 23, Tyler Bailey. 70 seconds to go. Foul called underneath that one on Lorenzo Benjamin. He does not like that call.
And he fouls on number 41, Lorenzo Benjamin, his second team's 10th.
So McKnight going to the line, shooting 2.
At the line, 2 shots.
As it's the 10th team foul. Misses the first.
And he substitution, number 24, Tyvon Stenson.
Second free throw is good.
Ansonia substitution, number 3, Tajik Bagley.
Bagley comes in for Robinson. .105 to go. 12-point lead for Kennedy. Gaskins quickly going to Sampson. Sampson drives, goes underneath the basket, no good. Jump ball, possession now stays with Kennedy with 55.5 seconds to go in the second. Inbound pass to Don Jarrett as the clock starts again. 53 seconds. Damani James trying to find someone, does so, and Tyvon Stenson. Stenson holds onto the ball, has not started his dribble. Established a pivot foot and then passes over to Don Jarrett. Jarrett drives the baseline with 2 chargers on him. No good. The tip in, no good. Ball eventually picked up by McKnight with 32 seconds left. McKnight going coast to coast. Layup, no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back, no good. Rebounded by Damani James going the other way. Now over to Don Jarrett. Drives the lane. Nice move. Shot no good. Rebounded underneath. Gaskins draws the foul.
Ansonia foul number 15, Christian Class A, his second, team's night.
Class A gets charged with the foul, his second. Gaskins will go to the line shooting 2, yet to score today, his first trip to the free throw line. Misses his first. Joe Brito comes in for Kennedy, in for Don Jarrett.
Jason Brito.
Second shot was no good. Ball still up, and it's eventually picked up by Gordon with 13 seconds left. Gordon drives, shot, may have been blocked, but it rims out. Going the other way, Damani James with 5 seconds left in the half. Pass goes out of bounds. It will be Ansonia ball with 1.3 seconds left. Bagley going cross court and overthrown. No time off the clock. Don Jarrett will come into the game as Ryan Sullivan pulls him off the bench, tells him to get back into the game with 1.3. They're going to try giving him the final shot here. Lorenzo Benjamin comes in for Khalil Gaskins. Don Jarrett puts up a shot at the buzzer, and it's short. Well, Kennedy is far from short in this game. They lead this one 30-18 at the half. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. At the half, the score 30-18. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. 30-18 the score as the Kennedy Eagles are leading the Ansonia Chargers. Don Jarrett leading the way with 13 points in this game. Damani James with 9 points. And for the Ansonia Chargers, a lot of spreading around as far as their scoring, but Jaquan McKnight doing most of the damage with 8 points. Angel Falero with 3. Christian Class A with 2. Also Tyler Bailey with 2. And Tajik Bagley with 1. So if Ansonia wants to get back into this game, they've got to start hitting their shots, get that ball spreading around, find the hot shooter, and give him the ball even more. And the Kennedy Eagles with a comfortable lead of 12. Well, I shouldn't say comfortable lead because just a couple weeks ago in the final weeks at their senior night, we saw this Kennedy Eagles team lose an 18-point lead to St. Paul. So it's not entirely possible. It's not entirely over this game, even though it's a 12-point lead at the half. Kennedy, obviously, still has that in the back of their mind, so hopefully they're not going to let that happen again. And in 16 minutes, they'll be on their way to face the winner of the Watertown Indians and Sacred Heart Hearts. Anyway, we start the second half here as it will be Kevon Gordon passing over to Tajik Bagley to start the second half here. Ansonia now going right to left. Shot put up by Gordon off the glass, good for 2. So quick 2 points there. Don Jarrett going around the back and through the legs. Nice move there again. McKnight staying on him and now passing over and eventually going to Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin drives, loses the ball, and it goes to McKnight. McKnight drives off the glass, good for 2.
That was Jaquan McKnight.
Jaquan McKnight picking up another 2 points there to add to his team lead total. Lorenzo Benjamin passing over to Saunders, now to Don Jarrett. Don Jarrett goes around the pick set by Xavier Saunders, drives off the glass, no double dribble called there. I think Ansonia was looking for it. Jump ball going to Kennedy.
Possession Kennedy. Don Jarrett will inbound it. Finds Chamani Joseph.
Now over to Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin over to Tyvon Stenson. Stenson drives and draws a foul. First is good. Second free throw from Stenson is no good, and it's rebounded by Classe. Going the other way, McKnight with the ball. Stops at the three-point line, starts his dribble, and passes back to number 3, Bagley. Bagley loses the ball, and it's picked up there by Gordon, then handed back to Bagley. Bagley trying to drive, stops his dribble, kicks it out to Gordon. Gordon drives the baseline underneath. Nice pass, good for 2. That's Angel Valero. 7-point lead, 6.5 to go. Stenson to Don Jarrett. Jarrett drives, shot good for 2.
Jarrett.
If Kennedy advances and Sacred Heart does their job against Watertown, I would love to see the matchup between Don Jarrett and Mustafa Heron. That's going to be a great matchup. 2 big scorers. Don Jarrett in his senior year playing in his final Naugatuck Valley League tournament. And Mustafa Heron still just, I believe, a sophomore. Plenty of years on him. Already committed to Pittsburgh. First free throw, no good from Kevon Gordon. So, Mustafa Heron, Don Jarrett, we'll see how things go at the end of this game if the Eagles surpass, and then Sacred Heart doing their thing. Second free throw, no good. Rebound underneath, no good. And now the Kennedy Eagles with the ball. Stenson. Now to Don Jarrett. Jarrett goes behind the back. Spin move. Loses the ball. McKnight trying to save it, but he travels, and Don Jarrett limping a little bit.
Kennedy ball.
Inbound to James, no good. Going the other way, that's Bagley. Bagley drives, draws the foul.
Kennedy fouls at number 41, Lorenzo Benjamin, his third, team second. Bagley at the line, 2 shots.
Bagley's second trip to the free throw line, misses the first one there, was 1 of 2 in his last free throw attempt. Gaskins returns to the game for Lorenzo Benjamin, who has 3 fouls now. Hits the second there, so 1 of 2 again for Tajik Bagley. 8-point game. Stenson passes to Gaskins. Gaskins drives the baseline, trying to pass it underneath, and it's intercepted going the other way. Driving. Bagley goes coast to coast for 2.
Bagley.
Don Jarrett with the ball. As the lead is now down to 6. Could we be seeing it all over again with a double-digit lead diminishing before our eyes for the Kennedy Eagles? Pass underneath, the shot off the glass, no good. Player goes down to the ground, and a travel is called on Xavier Saunders. Timeout called on Kennedy. So with 5:03 to go in the third, it's 33-27. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on channel 16 and 96. surprising happens. 33-27 to go is the score with 5:03 to go in the third. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. Don Jarrett leading the team in scoring as he usually does with this Kennedy Eagles team. 15 points for him, almost half of the scoring for the Kennedy Eagles. As Bagley passes to McKnight. McKnight going underneath, mishandled, and trying to save it, but passes it the wrong way, and it goes out of bounds. That was Angel Falero trying to do that. Ends up going into the Crosby Palace crowd. The Nick Augelli court, which was just recently honored for the head coach of the Crosby Bulldogs. Foul against Ansonia.
Ansonia fouls on number 5, Jaquan McKnight, his first, team second.
Stenson kicks it out. Gaskins puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by McKnight. We're going the other way with 4.5 to go. A 2-possession game if you hit a couple 3-pointers. Gordon with the ball. Passing in the corner, McKnight trying to cut the lead in half. Does! 33-30. We're starting to see that lead diminish before our eyes again. It's deja vu all over again. A 12-point lead now down to 3 with 4:05 to go in the third. Saunders to Gaskins. Puts up a jumper. Good for 2.
That was Khalil Gaskins.
Lead back up to 5. As Bagley, under 4 minutes to go in the third. Passes over to Gordon. Gordon thinks about shooting. Fakes. Pass underneath. Shot blocked by Xavier Saunders. Stenson now bringing it up. And slows things down. Damani James. To Tyvon Stenson. Kicks out to Don Jarrett. Somehow staying in bounds. The shot for 3 is good. Leaves his hand up in the air like he's Reggie Miller. And now the lead is 8. Driving. Bagley puts it up and a foul is called. It's an offensive foul on Bagley, so it's going the other way.
Offensive foul been charged to Ansonia number 3, Tajik Bagley, his second, team's third. Timeout, Ansonia.
Ansonia calls the timeout with 3:16 to go in the third. Kennedy leads 38-30. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. (38-30), 3:16 to go in the third. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. As play continues here, Tyvon Stenson will pass it over to Don Jarrett. Don Jarrett drives the lane, kicks out, shot put up for 3, good! Damani James hits his second 3-pointer of the game. And the lead suddenly picks back up, so the timeout well worth it for the Kennedy Eagles side at least. As now they brought their lead back to double digits. Shot for 3, no good. And Tyvon Stenson brings it back up after he gets the rebound. Khalil Gaskins underneath to Victor Sampson. Damani James. James back to Stenson. 2.5 to go. 41-30 the score. Stenson drives, tries to kick it out to Don Jarrett. Last touch by Ansonia, so Kennedy keeps the ball.
Kennedy ball.
Khalil Gaskins will inbound it. Now over to Tyvon Stenson. Pick set there by Victor Sampson. Shot put up for 3. No good. And rebounded by Jaquan McKnight. Shot up off the glass, good for two. Javon McKnight is the Kennedy Eagles player. Often starting for the Kennedy Eagles, is not dressed today. I don't even think I see him today, along with Darryl Flowers, who are missing on this Eagles team for whatever reason. Don Jarrett goes through, shot up, no good. Out of bounds, going to Ansonia, last touch by Don Jarrett. McKnight put up a three. Good! Jaquan McKnight's third three-pointer, and it's now 41-35 with 90 seconds to go in the third. Pass to Don Jarrett, guarded by Jaquan McKnight. Now to Victor Sampson. Over to Damani James to Stenson. Stenson trying to go around the three-point line. He hands it off to Don Jarrett. Jarrett guarded by McKnight. Jarrett puts up a three. Good! Don Jarrett's third three-pointer of the game. Bagley trying to look for something. No look pass there. Shot. No good. Rebounded underneath. Putback is good.
That was Tyler Bailey.
Tyler Bailey gets his first field goal of the game with 1 minute to go in the third. 44-37 the score. Stenson calling a play. Trying to find something. Pick set there by Sampson. Passing over to Damani James with 30 seconds left in the third. James holds on to it. Hasn't started dribble. Now establishes a pivot foot. Starts his dribble. Goes to the right side around Victor Sampson behind the back dribble. Kicks it out to Khalil Gaskins. Doesn't take the shot. Had an open look. Don Jarrett with the ball with 15 seconds. Jarrett goes around the pick set by Sampson. Two players in his face and he hits the three. Don Jarrett is hot tonight. 3 seconds left. 2-1 mishandles the ball. Shot up. They're going to count it. They're going to count it at the buzzer. I thought it was late. Coach Ryan Sullivan, arms in the air. How do you call that, he's wondering. Who saw that? Goes to the referee, the closest to him, who's got a good foot underneath him. Still not going to get the call. So at the end of 3, the Kennedy Eagles lead 47-39. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. We get set for the fourth quarter of play here. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. My name is Michael Valenti. Don Jarrett leading the way for the Kennedy Eagles with 24 points, including that last-second three-pointer with 2 or 3 charges surrounding him while he was in the air taking that shot. Got the Kennedy crowd going after that shot. 8 minutes to go in this game. 47-39 is the score. A 12-point lead at one point went down to a one-possession game, and then the Eagles kicked it back on and now had another, I think, up to 11 points before it came down to what is now the score, 47-39. Shot put up for 3. That one's well short, and it goes right to Khalil Gaskins. Driving is James. Shot. No good, but McKnight is there for the foul.
Ansonia fouls on number 5, Jaquan McKnight, his second team scored. Damani James at the line. 2 shots.
Misses the first. Damani James, who now is 0 for 2 from the free throw line today, in his second trip to the free throw line.
Kennedy substitution number 32, Chamari Joseph.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded. Shot put back up, no good. Victor Sampson puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded underneath by Gordon. Now going the other way. It's Bagley. Bagley drives. Now over to McKnight. McKnight puts up a three. Looks good. It is good.
Jaquan McKnight.
McKnight tied with Don Jarrett with 4 3-pointers in this game. 5-point game. 7:16 to go. The Eagles without their point guard, Jay McKnight, and one of their top forwards, Darryl Flowers. Still doing a decent job without them. Don Jarrett in the corner, shot put up for three with a hand in his face. It's good!
Don Jarrett.
When Don Jarrett's hot, he is hot, and right now he's hot. Gordon over to McKnight. McKnight puts up a three. Short. Class A misses the rebound. It's on the ground. Don Jarrett and Damani James there, along with a couple other Chargers. Kennedy gets the possession on the jump ball. You know, something that I noticed because it's an all-day event here at the Naugatuck Valley League quarterfinals, some of the head coaches, they're dressed nice, and some of them are dressed very casually, as you see in the background, possibly. Head coach of Kennedy, Ryan Sullivan, shot put up for three off the glass, good for three. Don Jarrett hits another one. That's 4 straight 3-pointers for Don Jarrett. McKnight tries to answer. That one's short. Going the other way, but as I was saying, Ryan Sullivan, if you see him in the background, now with a baseball t-shirt on, and it looks like Kennedy swish pants. Shot for three is good from Damani James, and a timeout is called. Ansonia calls the timeout. 5:56 to go in the fourth, 56-42. The biggest lead of the night for the Kennedy Eagles. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. Play resumes here, 5:52 to go in the fourth. 56-42, Kennedy leads, pass underneath, shot up and blocked by Victor Sampson. There for the rebound is Damani James. Pass underneath. And a travel against Chamani Joseph. Gordon trying to get to the corner of the Bagley. Bagley drives. Traffic. Ball's loose. Going the other way. Head coach Shane Kingsley looking for last touch Kennedy, but there was no touch made by the Eagles, so it's out of bounds on Ansonia. Stenson drives, loses it off his foot, and it is going to Ansonia. Ball's loose, picked up by Bagley. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Class A puts up a shot, and that's good for two.
That was Christian Class A.
That's just his second basket in this game. He has 4 points total. Stenson. Bounce pass to Damani James. James around to Victor Sampson. Don Jarrett with a wild three. He got it. How does he do it?
Don Jarrett.
That shot was a clear 8 feet behind the three-point line, and he hit it. With a man in his face. Don Jarrett is on fire. Shot put up for three by Bagley, no good. Don Jarrett with the ball. I got to tell you, if this was NBA Jam, that ball would be on fire right now because he's touching it. Jarrett puts up another shot. He's fouled. And for once, the ball doesn't go in the basket. But that's because he was fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 3. And Jarrett favoring his leg there. Looks like his left leg may have stretched the calf muscle. He was limping a little bit earlier in this game, so maybe re-aggravating the pull there. Hits the first. $33 points for Don Jarrett. Excuse me, 34. He hit the first free throw. So 34 points for Don Jarrett.
Kennedy's substitution, number 21, Khalil Gaskins.
Don Jarrett goes to the bench to rest that leg. A comfortable lead for the Kennedy Eagles, so we may not see him for the rest of the game. Shot put up by Class A, no good, and rebounded by Victor Sampson. Minus Jay McKnight, minus Darryl Flowers, the Kennedy Eagles are flying through this game against the Ansonia Chargers. Underneath, Chamari Joseph shot is blocked and it still goes in.
That was Chamari Joseph.
Off the glass and a foul is called. 3:31 to go in the game, 63-44. The Kennedy Eagles, if they can hold on to this lead, will face the winner of the number 1 seed Sacred Heart Hearts versus number 8 seed Watertown Indians game, which if you've been following the Naugatuck Valley League outside of Waterbury High School sports basketball replay, you know that the Sacred Heart Hearts are chasing history by having an undefeated season. They finished the regular season. They finished the regular season 20-0. McKnight 1 for 2 on the free throws there. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Ansonia ball. Do they win 3 here in the Naugatuck Valley League tournament to make it 23-0 with the Naugatuck Valley League championship, and then go to the state tournament and win for the 2nd straight year? Shot put up by Class A is good for 2.
Class A.
Victor Sampson to Khalil Gaskins. Gaskins underneath, nice pass, and Joseph will go to the line shooting 2.
Ansonia fouls on number 15, Christian Class A, his 3rd, team 6th. Chamari Joseph at the line, 2 shots.
Chamari Joseph going to the line shooting 2. Misses the first.
And substitution number 41, Lorenzo Benjamin.
Don Jarrett on the bench right now with his left leg sticking out, resting what I believe is a calf pull. Up. And we have a foul.
Ansonia fouls.
It's on Ansonia.
His 3rd, team 7th.
Victor Sampson will go to the line.
Victor Sampson at the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. McKnight drive, shot put up. Foul is called, so McKnight will go to the line shooting 2.
Kennedy fouls on number 55, Victor Sampson, his 1st, team's 4th. Jaquan McKnight at the line, 2 shots.
22 points for McKnight tonight as he goes to the line to extend that. First free throw is good. And with less than 3 minutes to go in this game, Don Jarrett re-enters the game. Seems to be fine. 64-48 the score. Second free throw from McKnight is good. Lorenzo Benjamin bringing it up. Don Jarrett is open, but The pass intercepted. Bagley shot up, no good. Rebounded by Victor Sampson. Sampson trying to hand it off to Stenson, and it goes out of bounds. Ansonia ball. McKnight trying to put up a three with a 4-point play. Ball goes out of bounds, no foul called. McKnight was looking for the foul. It's Kennedy ball, 2:33 to go in the fourth. Again, we want to let you know that you can watch this game as well as any other game on demand by going to our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com, search Waterbury High School Sports, and find out all the games that we do for basketball and also football from Crosby High School, Kennedy High School, and Wilby High School. Don Jarrett with the ball over to Lorenzo Benjamin. Benjamin passing it back to Don Jarrett. Chimani Joseph. And a foul is called. That one on Christian Class A.
Christian Class A is fourth. Teams 8. Shamari Joseph at the line, 1-1.
Joseph hits the first of the 1-1, so he'll get a second. Second free throw missed. Sampson gets the rebound. Put back no good. Foul underneath. That one is going to be on Chamari Joseph.
And he fouls on number 32, Chamari Joseph, his fourth, team's fifth. Kennedy substitution, number 40, Xavier Saunders.
Saunders comes in. Chamani Joseph goes to the bench. Just over 2 minutes to go. Clock now starts as Bagley takes the ball past the half-court line. McKnight spins, trying to get a foul. He's called for the travel, and it's going the other way, 65-49 in the fourth. 1:56 to go. Substitution as Kewan Gordon comes into the game for Tajik Bagley. Stenson over to Sampson, a travel. Victor Sampson called for the travel as the ball goes the other way. McKnight bringing it up for Ansonia, passing over to Bagley. Bagley back to McKnight, almost goes back court, but McKnight's there to save it in time. Way outside for three, no good. And now over to Stenson. Stenson trying to go coast to coast. Nice move, but just short. Put back, no good. Rebounded by Ansonia, now going the other way, Class A. Class A lofted up. Robinson puts up a shot, no good. And a foul against Kennedy.
Kennedy fouls on number 20, Don Jarrett, his second, team sixth.
Don Jarrett charged with his second foul.
Gordon, also number 13, Angel Falero.
Kind of questioning why Don Jarrett's still in the game with a minute 17 to go in the game. They have the lead. Doesn't look like they're going to lose it as a shot for three is good from Class A. Don Jarrett already favoring his leg earlier in this game, unless he's going for a scoring record that I don't know of. Timeout called by Kennedy.
Timeout, Kennedy.
1:05 to go in the game. 65-52. You're watching Waterbury High School Sports Basketball Replay on Channel 16 and 96. have to leave like as soon as we're done. Lorenzo Benjamin will inbound it here for the Kennedy Eagles as we return to play. 1:05 to go in the game. Stenson loses the ball, but then regains it. Passes to Benjamin, now to Victor Sampson. Don Jarrett is there. Jarrett spins, foul called. As I said before, it's going to be interesting to see Don Jarrett and Mustafa Heron, two of the best scorers in this league, facing off each other in the Naugatuck Valley Tournament. If Sacred Heart does do what they're supposed to do and beat the Watertown Indians. So the Monday after this, we have the Crosby Bulldogs will square off against Naugatuck, and the Kennedy Eagles will play the winner of Sacred Heart and Watertown. Two shots were good for Don Jarrett. He gets the rebound there on the missed shot. Brings up the ball. No fouls called. 36 seconds left. Lorenzo Benjamin with the ball. Foul called. .37 points tonight for Don Jarrett.
His third, team's 10th.
Playing in his last Naugatuck Valley League tournament. Lorenzo Benjamin hits his first.
Kennedy substitution number 25, Damani James.
Damani James in, Don Jarrett out with 32.9 seconds. And he goes to a nice applause from his Kennedy teammates, getting a hug from head coach Ryan Sullivan. Second free throw is no good from Benjamin. 30 seconds left in this game. 68-52 the score. Shot put up for three is good off the glass.
3 points, Jaquan McKnight.
5 3-pointers for Jaquan McKnight. 20 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's just a matter of chase and kill the clock. Stenson loses the ball out of bounds, and the clock will stop with 6.3 seconds to go, and we have our substitutions. Now, normally the Kennedy Eagles number 5 is Javon McKnight and number 10 is Darryl Flowers, but that's not who is on the court right now for the final 6.3 in the game. McKnight puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by number 44. And that's going to do it. Final score, Kennedy Eagles win this one, 68-55. Again, you can watch this game and any other game on our YouTube channel on demand. Just go to youtube.com and search Waterbury High School Sports. For everyone at Mattituck Productions and Waterbury High School Sports, my name is Michael Valenti saying so long from the Crosby Palace.
This has been a presentation of Mattituck Productions and Waterbury High School Sports.